Welcome to Brother Frank TV, beautiful people. Today, I'm at the most haunted asylum, and I have some cool friends with me today, including a special guest, and I'm going to have them introduce their channels to you.
What's up, guys? Exploring with Angelo.
And
hey, how you guys doing? It's Jon Matrix203. Let's get it.
And
what's up, guys? Chza Chad back again with Brother Frank here at this haunted asylum. Let's get in here and see if we can find some ghosts.
all right, you see who I'm with, and you know where I'm at. But before we head in and investigate the most haunted asylum, cue that intro, please. Alrighty, guys, here we are about to start exploring the most haunted asylum. I'll be down here with Chza Chad. We also have Jon Matrix203 and exploring with Angelo with us. Let's check out what's going on down here. Oh wow, look at this. Holy smokes. Want to see how dark it is, guys? Wow, we'll definitely check that out. That's Chza Chad, if you'll probably hear him in the background. These things are... Whoa. Right away, I just heard something. Place is about as creepy as it gets, guys. Did we check in here already? No. Creepy chair, and that is a creepy chair. This is not the Devon building. This is the Mayflower Building. Not sure why they wrote that there. Look at that. Hello there. And the meter's going. I'll let you know if anything goes off. This is some of the original right here. You can see the original wall right there. This always reminds me, and I've got to believe that these are from church pews. I would think. They look just like them. This is a creepy room. Really? Look at this. Is anybody playing checkers? Good creepy chair. And it's a hot one today, guys. It's about 90, 95 degrees. Really warm. Creepy chairs are lining up here. Whoa, whoa, look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Look at how creepy this is. Whoa. Wow. Take a good look. There's a bike. Good shape too. And here we go. A nun. I don't know. That's pretty creepy. This bed always does it to you. Let's get a little zoom action. I'm just trying to make this a straight up investigation. This is the Mayflower in the most haunted asylum. That wheelchair has seen its better days. Wow, it's like smoggy or in here. Not sure if the camera's catching it, but it's like really smoggy for some reason. And that's just my water. If you hear it, that's just my water. Wow, this is real smoggy. Boy, not sure. Whoa. Almost looks like footsteps right there. Kind of. That's it. The way my back feels, that's perfect right there. Just take some of the dust off. Oh, check it out. Maybe an original frame. See. Okay. Pretty cool. Let's see, can anyone make that wheel move? Uh-oh, someone's trying to hide. Whoop. There it is. Whoa. This gets creepy in here. Oh, wow, they chained it off. Okay, so much for that. Nothing on the meter, still right here. Not getting anything. Good creepy chair. All right, let's go check out. Ooh, smoggy like down here. I don't know why or what that is. Not sure. I think maybe Jon and Angelo have got reached down here. Starting to see something on the meter. As soon as you put the camera to it, nothing goes on. I'm going to set up a REM pod right here, guys. Be right back. I'm going to put it right on that chair. Alrighty, so now we have the REM pod set up, guys. As you can see it. And as you know, it has to have some sort of contact in order for it to go off. Can anyone make this REM pod go off? We're starting to get the meter. It's starting to move a little. There it goes. For a minute there, I thought I was going crazy. Every time I show it, it doesn't do anything. All right, so we will put it here so it doesn't interfere. And everybody's kind of doing their own thing. All right, miss, I'm gonna take the nun. Ooh, it's like kind of wet. I don't even like touching this thing, but I want to bring it over to this bunk. Look at that. Look at that. As soon as I move the nun, look at that. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Was that you, nun? Could you make that go off again? Thank you. Look at that, guys. I moved the nun, and as soon as I went by the bed, that went off. What was that? Am I hearing things? Oh, okay. I was going to say. Can anyone make that REM pod go off again? Was that you, nun? Can you make it go off again? How about you, Red Eyes? Let's try a little necrophonic session while we're down here. Actually, I can't. I don't have my phone with me. I must have left it in the car. I gotta go grab it. All right, we'll definitely do a necrophonic session shortly. That's right, I changed my shirt. Sorry about that, I'll grab it. So, anyways, just wanted to do a little baseline down here. We'll now move in and go check out the little back room and the partial tunnel and new steam room that we've never seen. Alrighty, guys, so we'll continue on down here. And I believe that those are the steps we can take to go upstairs if we want. Wow. Alrighty. Hello. Ooh, that's a little creepy. And guys, as always, please like, please comment, please subscribe. We are We're crushing it. We're about ready to hit 30,000 subs. We're at 29 and change. Thank you so very much. We're well over 1 million views on the channel. Thank you very much. The channel is nothing without you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, somebody took a little chunk out of that. Nothing on the meter. Oh, look at this. Alrighty there. There goes some good trigger stuff right here, and a good little mouse to boot. How about that? Like I said, I'm going to try to give you guys straight up investigation, just a straight up explore, no tour. Just turned it on, and let's see how we do. Take a little walk around. Wow, look at that. All right, can anyone make that REM pod go off? I hear you trying. Can you make the REM pod go off?
Question for you.
Yeah.
Was it you that made the nun?
Who?
No?
What?
The nun.
Oh yeah, I put the nun up top there
okay.
because it's like you can't see her down below. So I said,
we were wondering.
oh no.
Did it just move itself?
Yeah, I was trying to get her so she could be in our videos. If not, it's so hard to get her.
Yeah.
That's where she usually is. I got a REM pod set up right there. Just, yeah, can anyone make that REM pod go off? It's got, yeah, something.
If there's anybody here with us, come and touch the REM pod. Let us know that you're here. We want to talk to you.
I forgot my phone in the car. I got to run out so I can run the Necrophonic.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, you do? I was thinking about going to run it by the bed. You want to do it?
where's the bed?
The doll bed. All right, I'll follow you over there. Oh, you're gonna go now or after? Okay. I'm gonna go hit the little other side and I'll meet you there. Okay. I don't know. Is it a frog? They do have little frogs in here.
Oh, really? No,
Yeah.
something like...
I've had frog, and there's also a bat that comes around once in a while.
Something literally like fell from somewhere.
Oh.
That was weird.
I don't know. They keep all the trigger toys in here, so. All right, I'll grab the REM pod and I'll hook it up. I'll leave it on the bed, okay? Okay, take your time. That's my buddy exploring with Angelo. It's my first time filming with him. You've probably seen him a lot. He films a lot with Mo Sargi, who is really fantastic. So we're going to put this back here in the chair. There we go. And we're going to come back and do a necrophonic because Angelo has it, so I don't have to run out to my phone. So let's let that get going unless somebody can make it go off. Can you guys make that REM pod go off? That's just me. That's my water. You definitely need to hydrate. It's 90, 95 out here. All right, let's go check out this little mini tunnel. Ready? And here we go. We got a little chair right away. Good creepy chair, creepy wheelchair. What was that? Okay. Joker. Ghost. All right, this is as far as we can go on this end. It's all closed off here. Give the ball a little kick. Look at that, guys. Starting to get some meter action. Can you make the meter go off more? Can you make it go off more? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Starting to get a little bit more activity. Sometimes the spirits feed off of you, and as they get comfortable, they start, because now I'm starting to get the activity on the meter. All right. Murder. What's up there, John?
Hey, Brother Frank, how you doing?
What's up, brother?
We got Brother Frank here today, Pennhurst. Yo, another banger going on.
What's going on, everybody? Brother Frank TV with your boy Jon Matrix203 doing it again. Most Haunted Asylum.
Yeah, baby.
You got it. Wow, never been back here. This is, wow, and this is warm too. Wow. Holy smokes. This is freaking dark, guys. Watch. Even with the light, it's hard to see what's in front of me. This is so cool. Wow. Okay. Look at that, guys. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Thank you. Thank you. Look at that. Thank you. Can you make it go farther? This has got to be 100 in here. Holy cow. Gotta be kidding me. Look at this door here. It's like got my initials on it. Look at that, guys. You kidding me? Okay. That's enough of that. Somebody should get like a vacuum cleaner and really tidy up down here. Only kidding, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, just staying around the orange. Feels like somebody's breathing down my back too, on top of it all. Now sometimes you guys ask me, Brother Frank, how come you move the camera so fast? That's an example. I hear a noise, I swing around to try to catch it. That's the only reason I do it. I don't even film myself most of the time unless I find a mirror, because I don't want to take away from the location. I'm not the star, the location is the star. So, this was super cool.
Was it?
Yeah, I got the EMF to go over to the orange down there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've never been back here.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'll head over to there whenever you want to do the necrophonic.
Yeah, I'll just...
Yeah, go ahead. I'll take a little breather over here. All right, guys, we will head over and wait for Angelo. That's Exploring with Angelo. We got Jon Matrix203 and Chza Chad. Make sure you head over to their channels, show them some love. Let them know Brother Frank TV sent you there. And we are now back here. Back. Anyone make that REM pod go off? You know what it is? Anytime you seem to shut the camera off, it seems like that's when right away you get noises. And you gotta rush to turn your camera on. It's pretty amazing. It's like they know. Hello there. Can you make the REM pod go off? Hello. Can you make the REM pod go off? Can you make the REM pod go off? I want to stand back. I don't want anybody to say it went off and I touched it. I keep this channel authentic, always 100% authentic. If something is debunked while we're filming, I will let you know. And as you guys know, I do not swear on this channel. That's just my thing, you know. Nothing against anyone. I just don't swear on my channel. And I always respond to your comments, guys. It's very important to me. Thank you for commenting, because I will respond to you. Can anyone make that REM pod go off? Because it looks like it found a really nice seat there. Alrighty. Let's see how dark it is when we just sit here. I'll zoom in on the red and green EMF meter and the REM pod so you can see. Okay. Ready? I'm just starting to zoom now. The REM pod is red. The EMF meter is green. See how dark it is down here, guys. Look. It's always like something's right next to you. And as always, guys, if you please, you've been so great, please leave me a timestamp, because you guys got some amazing hearing. You hear things I don't hear while I'm here filming or when I'm in editing. And I got some really, really expensive, you know, equipment, and I don't know how you do it, but thank you. Well, it doesn't seem like they want to play around, but we're going to wait for Angelo. Will run the necrophonic, and then I'm going to run out and grab my phone, and then we're going to head up to the second and especially the third floor, which is believed to be the most haunted, and then we will I haven't figured out what we're doing for bonus footage, but it'll be good. We may do one of the tunnels for bonus footage, so it'll be really cool, guys. Can anyone make the REM pod go off? You're real quiet. And we're making sure that it works. This is all we have to do. There, and that's it. Just want to make sure it was working. So that's me. And I also pulled the antenna up because it was down a little. So we'll see. Can anyone make that go off? I just always want to show you guys that that's how it works. There's nothing funny going on. No one's... Hello. Can you make the REM pod go off? You? 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 All right. Doesn't look like anybody wants to talk to Brother Frank. I think those guys are right where we came from, that little steam tunnel. How cool was that? We'll head over to see how close they are to being ready. And if you hear a little crunching, that's just my bottle of water. When it gets low, it makes a little noise, but you gotta have the water, guys. All right, yeah, they're in here. You down here? All right, we'll grab the REM pod and we'll go grab our gear. I think something happened and they went running. So let me go grab this gear and catch up with them. All right, guys. All right, guys. We're going to do that necrophonic session. I just now ran into Angelo, but we heard a big noise over here. Angelo's down there. We heard some big noise. Don't know what that was, but... And it was legit, loud noise, legit.
That wasn't steam, man. I don't think so.
No, I mean, you always try to debunk, but...
I was trying to say it was like steam releasing from the pumps, but...
It was something loud, man. Right here, I mean...
It kind of sounded like somebody threw something against the wall.
Yeah, or maybe somebody doesn't want us down here.
Yeah.
Can someone let us know if they want us down here? You're going to be able to talk to us now through the Necrophonic app. Or you can touch the REM pods. Let us know. We're right here. Can you do it for us? Can you touch the REM pod? Or do you just wait for our cameras to go off? You want to run yours or you want me to run mine? It's up to you. All right, I'll fire up the Necrophonic. I got mine when I changed my pants. I grabbed it. All right. Yeah, here we go, guys. We will turn it on as always right in front of you. This way there's no funny business. Did you hear something? I won't turn it on yet. You heard something else? Before, something in there kind of came on top of you, right? Yeah. In there was something that kind of went by Angelo from the top that we haven't been able to figure out either. And now again, something. All right, well, we got the meter there. We got the REM pod there. We got the Necrophonic right in the middle of the dolls. All right, ready, Ange? Yes. Hello, who's with us? Like a children? How many spirits are with us? How many spirits are with us? 5? Thought I heard 5. Are you? Like what? Hold on, let me put a stop to this real quick. What are you feeling, bro?
For me, I feel like a pressure.
Do you?
Yeah, on my head.
You want to come back and do
No,
this?
I'm good, man.
Okay, you let me know.
Keep going.
Okay, put it back on then?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello? Hi. Said hi, you heard? Creepy. How many spirits are with us? 6? Dude, you heard that? Dude, you heard that? Let's go check it, leave that off. Dude, I heard that again. Someone make that noise again? I'm wondering, it almost sounds like it could have been like that wheel hitting against the wall. I'm almost positive that when Omar was down here, those guys had that wheel moved on them down here. Almost positive. Can someone make the wheel move, or that ball right there? Can someone? We heard a noise. Did you hear that hello? That's one of our guys? Oh man. Dude, we're like in tense situation here. Who's that, John? Dude, we heard 2 bangs. Dude, 2 bangs back here. We don't know what it is.
I had to take a play from your book, man. I had to get my shorts on.
Yeah, good man.
Awesome.
I don't know what that is, but
What happened?
dude, we heard 2 clear bangs. One when we first got here, and one when we turned on the necrophonic.
And at some point, my head felt like it was
And he had a lot of pressure.
here, but for some reason in this area.
He's getting a pressure in his head, man.
Is it the 3rd floor? Like, I heard
It's the most haunted here.
a lot of like pain in the back.
Yeah.
A lot of back pain.
Well,
This upstairs, I guess?
we're going to make our way upstairs, but let's do a little. Look at that, guys! Right there, REM pod.
There it goes.
Here we go. We got our activity, and it's right in front of you guys. Thank you.
Do I do that again?
Can you do that again? Wow. Couple bangs, and then that goes off right in front of us. Something's going on. You're right, bro. You're feeling weird for a reason.
It was literally like right in this one area.
Yeah.
I think what's happening, I think it's whatever spirit's messing with you, and letting you guys hear the sounds.
It's
It's
reacting to me because I'm new here. That's what I think.
You two are both new
I'm
here.
very susceptible to this kind of stuff, and I'm getting a really cold green balls.
You felt that?
I felt.
The hair on my legs just like...
Yeah, I felt
It's
something.
weird because it came onto my right side, and like I feel like I don't know, it just feels odd.
Yeah, I feel like my hairs on my legs are standing forward.
But as we were talking about it, it just all of a sudden happened.
Let's try a little session and see what we get done, and then we'll hit the floors. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you. Look at that.
How many spirits are down here?
Go ahead, ask it.
How many spirits are down here with us? Did I just say God?
I heard God.
Are there any children spirits around us?
Are you near me?
Is someone making pressure towards Angelo?
It's happening again. And I was feeling dizzy too.
Oh. You need to have a seat, brother?
No, I'm good.
Okay. How many spirits are here? 3?
I heard 4.
I heard 3.
Yeah, I said 4.
5. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. Thank you. Something definitely going on here. Light.
Are you charging yourself up for something? Did you say no? I don't get that.
No. Are we in danger? Yes. Yes. Wow, my hair just went completely up on my arms.
My
Wow.
heart rate just started rising.
Something down here.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
I don't have anxiety when my heart rate went up.
Well. Ooh. Almost sounded like a goat.
You want to make that thing on the bed go off one more time?
Can you make the REM pod go off again?
All you have to do is touch it. Touch that little red light.
I just saw like a little beginning of a flicker.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Sometimes the children don't have enough strength to manifest.
There's a little red light right on top of that thing. Just put your hand close to it.
You know what? Let's try. Thank you very much. We're going to try just one more app and then we're going to head up. I have another.
I have this app here.
Which one do you got? You remember the app we used at the castle that went crazy?
I downloaded
What do you got?
Paranormals.
Oh, try it. Oh, look at it. It's going off. I'm like,
I thought that was me, but I'm not close enough to it.
look at that.
Well, thanks for doing that.
Thank you. It's like, you know what? Go ahead. Whatever you want to try.
I'm not sure if it'll
Something even
work,
touched
but-
my leg and then that happened.
So what are we dealing with here? Children?
Probably.
Probably it's set up with all triggers throughout.
Why don't you come play with one of these dolls?
But the
One of the
children's
teddy bears.
floor is right up on the 3rd floor. Is kind of designed for this.
Yeah.
We gotta, here we go. What does this do now? I just wouldn't put it that close to the REM pod because anybody will kind of like say, oh, it's too close. What is that?
How many spirits are here? I'm using the miracle box. Say 5.
5? That's creepy.
Yeah, that's very creepy.
How many spirits? Are you glad we're here? I said no.
Are you reading that or hearing it?
I'm hearing it.
Oh, I don't have good ears, bro.
He wants to play.
Well, come meet us on the 3rd floor.
So you want to play?
That is creepy, guys, huh?
It said yeah.
I can't hear because you must have it on echo or reverb.
Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe so it clears it up. There you go. Hello. Speaking in tongues, bro.
yeah. What are you trying to say?
don't know.
Just said no.
I don't know.
We're gonna stop this.
Okay. I think we're gonna head up to the 3rd floor. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It said not just yet. REM pod, Angelo. All right.
Wow.
All right.
As
We're
soon
gonna,
as we stop it, it goes off.
all right. All right, guys. We're gonna pack this up. We're gonna make our way up to the 2nd and 3rd floor. All right, guys. We're now gonna start heading up to the 2nd and 3rd floor.
Taking it easy. I should be. You gotta relax at some time.
Alrighty, guys. We'll start out on the 2nd floor and then we'll make our way to the creepy 3rd floor. Hey guys, I got dead battery I gotta change out. Alrighty guys, we had to change out the battery already. Let's check out what's going on in here, because you never know what you're gonna run into. Alrighty there. Hello, Mr. Bear. How are you? How are you doing, Mr. Bear? You're on top of a creepy chair, huh? Look at that, guys. Look at that. Wow. Already. EMF. No way out. Yeah. Oh, look at this, dude. Look, look. Look, look, bro. Look. Look at the meter.
What's going off everyone? Wow, look at that.
Look at that. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, it's spiking all the way.
Look at that. It went all the way over to red, guys.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Can you make it go over? Can you make it go over to the red?
Go all the way to the red.
Go ahead. Look, 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 look. Look at that.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Wow.
It's going over to the red. Wow.
That was nice.
Holy smokes. Good catch, guys. Here we go. We got a nice lineup of colored creepy chairs for you. How about that? Yeah. Yep. The eyes, Chico, they never lie. And if no one knows where that comes from, that comes from the eyes, they never lie, Chico, from the movie Scarface. In case you guys haven't figured out, the most haunted asylum is Pennhurst Asylum, guys. See Chza Chad up there.
Oh yeah, this is the back stairway.
A lot of this, yeah, this is where we came in the first time. You came right here, and we walked our way from that door, which I think everything's roped off now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, right there, roped off. That's open down there, but you'll be roped off at the bottom.
You guys fancy down there.
So, all right, guys, let's check this out. Then we're gonna go do that 3rd floor.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can get. Trying to see if I can get Lisa to come back.
Dude, I'm getting it right here again, dude. Holy cow, it just went all the way over to the orange, right by the evil eye. Where is it? Seems like when you put the camera on, it goes away. Whoa, 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 all the way over to the red. Look at that. All the way over to the red. Yeah, the EMF meter all the way over to the red, bro.
I'm finding a lot of that's happening like in doorways.
I got it in, we got it in there as well.
Did you?
Yeah, we got it in there. All the way, there it goes again, outside of the doorway. Wow, I mean, it just bounces.
Maybe something's trying to get out.
Yeah.
Stuck at the door.
Could be a portal there. I mean, that's a good place for REM pod as well. Because hello, Mr. Creepy Chair. Godfather. Oh, there we go. Good ladder. Whoa, can't do it. Mirrors are no good. Alright, here you go. You can see right there, guys. Pennhurst. There you go. Can't be any clearer. Wow, look at that eye right there. Holy smokes.
Still here?
Oh, there's the original desk.
The REM pod is going on.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear REM pod. I don't know where you put it.
It's in the hallway.
Oh. REM pod was going off good. There you go, nice creepy stairway right here, guys. Wow. Can you guys see him? Can you guys see him? Look, can you see him? Take a look out there. And there's the REM pod. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that, guys. It went right off. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you make it go off again? Wow, what a catch, guys. We came right out of the room and it went right off. Holy smokes. That's phenomenal. And if you remember, that's where the EMF meter, we got some activity on the EMF meter there as well. Wow. Wow, that's got the good ring right there. Wow. Going to the most haunted spot in the Mayflower at Pennhurst. Make sure we go another floor higher just to make sure we go look for more heat. Wow. Is it? Oh, I was like, who's that? Holy cow. Look at this. Look at this little guy. Hello. Hello. Are you patrolling the area? Hey there. Brother Frank loves you. And look at that meter going at the same time. Wow, this is top-notch heat. This room should be condemned. Look at that. Tell you what. Look at this. If this had some water in it, guys, absolutely you would see Brother Frank do a swan dive right in it. Right in it. Hey, buddy, want to come in? The dog is on patrol, so watch yourself.
Okay, no problem. I'm watching Hayden.
All right, guys. Toilet. Strange place for a pillow. Good red creepy chair.
Brother Frank's in the house.
Yo, we got Jon Matrix in the house. Wow, phone, it got real blurry when you walk by, man. As always, guys, don't forget to please like, please comment, please subscribe, and head over to my friend's channel, Exploring with Angelo, Chza Chad, Jon Matrix203. This place is just massive, but the rooms are repetitious. I'm not going to keep going in each of the rooms. I think we've reached the most haunted room. Oh, look at this little Matchbox toys. It's set up like somebody's sleeping here. Alright guys, we are now going to get ready for bonus footage. It's the most haunted hallway and room in the Mayflower at Pennhurst. And we're going to make that our bonus footage, guys. So let's get ready to get it. We've explored the entire Mayflower, but now it's time. The time has come for bonus footage. Bonus footage, beautiful people. Here we go. We're now going to enter the most haunted location in the most haunted asylum. And we have set up the REM pod. We're going to do a necrophonic session, but there's the REM pod. And let's see. Oh, you know what? Every time I come here, I forget to look at these x-rays. I always forget that these are supposed to be x-rays right here, left from back in the patients. I always forget to look them over. Yeah, you could see this is like a sternum right here. Wow. Yeah, these are all x-rays, guys. Look at that. Look at that REM pod, guys. And it's blue. Look at that. And it went all the way to the blue. You can't beat that. All right. All right, I'm going to do a necrophonic session. I'm not staying up here too long. It's way too hot up here. No way. All right, here we go, guys. We're now going to set up a necrophonic session, see what's going on. Hello? Is anybody with us? I am. Look at that. What is that? That thing just jumped on. Right. Like a bug. I am. You heard it say I am?
Oh, you fly too.
What is that thing?
I don't know. It's some kind of bug that flies and jumps.
How many spirits are here?
10?
9 or 10? What's your name? Can you say a name? Did that thing say yes? Can you? Can you say one of our names? You want to ask it a couple questions?
Robert or Mike, are you here? Mike.
Mike. It said Mike right
I was
away.
getting before.
It said Mike right away.
That's the response I was getting before. Mike.
Is there really a demon on this floor? I think you're lying. There is no demon here.
Man, these things are like, these little bugs are just like jumping at us.
I had a bunch of.
Can you say the word hematouse? Are you an actual hematouse?
Did you say breathe? This is kind of hard to breathe.
Can you make the REM pod go off?
Did you swear?
Kid.
You know what? Thank you. I want to look at that.
Now the red pie is going.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that, guys. I mean, come on. Thank you. We're gonna look at that.
Crazy.
Do you not want us to leave? Is that why you're having this go off?
Wow. I'm going to give you another way to communicate through the box. And here we go. Hello.
Is there a demon here? Give me an answer.
Speak up.
Are the spirits in this building charging up for something big?
This was really active at the Wilson Castle, remember?
Yeah.
Who are you? He remembers that, right? I don't know. Are you here? I'm going to turn it off. I'm not getting much activity tonight with these apps. He said, what? I don't know. Well, thank you anyways. Look at that. See how it does on the bed. We'll put it right on the bed here, guys. Oh, look at these guys. Look at that.
All the activity I was getting was down the corner there. That's why I left the REM pod.
I had nothing, but the hallway that Angelo was in, something was like brushing like the small hairs on the back of my neck.
Look at that.
Wow.
Thank you.
Are those your favorite dolls?
Thank you. Thank you. Whew.
Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead down to the second
Yeah.
floor. Do a walkthrough. And,
All right, guys. I think we're going to end this. Look at that. Maybe not.
going off, red pie's going off, we're getting answers on the spirit box. And I'm heading down to second floor.
All right, guys. I'm now going to cut this one off. and I will continue to walk. We will continue to walk out to the other side. We'll have bonus footage still running as we continue to go out. So we'll continue now, guys, exiting, but I'll keep you on for some extra footage. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this investigation at the Mayflower. Don't forget, guys, to please like, please comment, please subscribe, and please head over to my friends' channels and show them some love. Exploring with Angelo, Chza Chad, Jon Matrix203. We have a lot of things lined up, so a lot of cool places I've never been. So we're going to start making our way downstairs. I'll show you how we do that. So we're just all gathering our stuff and walking out. This is kind of footage that you don't really get to see as we walk out of places, but I thought it would be pretty cool to show you. We already went down there where the little dog is. Is this how we get out over here or the other side? Okay.
We'll come back up later.
Here we go, guys. Making our way down. Here goes the second floor.
We could do a next session, just walk around with no legs.
It's cool if each of us do it.
If you guys want to do it, I'll watch. Yeah. Challenge the tunnel. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that.
One more. Whoa.
If you do the tunnel, you guys want to do it like one at a time instead of like two of us down the tunnel.
Well,
You're supposed to do it so.
all right, guys. My battery's now starting to cut out on me. So
Alright, I'll meet up with you guys.
here we go. It's okay. There's some light down here. All right, guys. We've come full circle. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Here you go. You can see just a little bit out here, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. But bonus footage is coming to an end because this vlog is over.